Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Atlanta Braves. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. Starting on the mound in this one, Cy Young. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
All right, ready to get underway. Kolten Wong up to hit. That's a strike. And we are underway in game 1 of the series.
720.
Left-hand batter waits. On a line, base hit.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Lorenzo Cain takes a strike there as he stands at the plate now. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Squeezes it, and there's one down. Now it's Christian Yelich.
The left fielder, number 22.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Swings through that one. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Wong leads off first with one away. Next one just misses. And that's ball 1. On the ground at first. Could be 2. Olsen tossed to second. And it's a double play to end the inning. And now the Braves will get their first crack at it. No score. Bottom of the first, and taking the ball for Milwaukee, Freddie Peralta. Lots of punch outs, a real strikeout artist singing.
Yeah, got the W last time out. 6 innings, a quality start. Hey, if a guy will give you that, you'll take it every single time.
Pitch. Fought off foul. And a pitch. That one is hammered right field. That's back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Joe Rios. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Now a blast to left center. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. A solo shot. Home run number 60 on the year. It's 1-0. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there. No doubt about it.
Singing, this was a mammoth home run. Over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boo, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
Batting third.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Swings through that one. 0-1. Swings here and blasts one left field. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Wow, that one almost got out of here. I know the wind's blowing out to left, but man, that almost pushed it over the fence. I bet guys are trying to get the ball up in the air and hit it that direction. I know I would be.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Matt Olson. Oh, he gloves it.
Generally, not the type of great play you expect from a first baseman, but he does a great job of hauling that one down.
Top of the second. Up now for Milwaukee, Willie Adames.
Leading off for Milwaukee, the shortstop, Willie.
There's a strike.
Adames.
The wind of the pitch. This one in the air, right field, and that is a foul ball. Next pitch misses, and that is ball one.
1-2.
Smoked to the left, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Omar Narvaez stands in now and lets that one go for a strike. Freddie Ferguson doing the umpiring duties behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Freddie's a
Quick feed to second for one. Relay to first, double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Luis Urias. First offering misses the mark.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. The pitch. Foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
The next pitch misses. 2-2.
2 strikes.
And the righty deals. Stays alive. Next one misses, and the count's full.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity. Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Andrew McCutcheon takes a ball here as he stands in now. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1-1.
Urias off of first with 2 away. Now fly ball to right center. Rios giving chase. Puts the squeeze on that one. And that is the inning. Brewers. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now in for the Braves. Austin Riley.
The third baseman, Austin
Pitch.
Riley.
Liner caught at second.
Batting fifth.
Here's Marcelo Zuna.
Designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
That one hammered left field. Way back there. And that one is gone. He sends it out of here. And they boost their lead. It's 2-0.
Well, he really flushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Here's Eddie Rosario.
The left fielder.
And that one wrapped foul.
Rosario.
One down, base is empty. And that one ripped into right. Lays out and makes the play.
Batting eighth, the shortstop.
So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets. Pretty much a direct line to it, and perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life. I don't know, but man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
Top half of the third inning, and now the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
Leading off for the
Young
Brewers,
back to work.
the right fielder, number 15, Tyrone.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Calls it in, and there's one away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back,
Batting
no
ninth,
doubt.
The first base.
Here's Christian Arroyo.
Christian Arroyo.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Out towards left center. Rosario on the move to the alley. He's got it, and there's two away.
Now
The batter now, Colton Wong.
Colton Wong.
That's hard hit on the line. And that'll do it. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail it here 2-0. Set for the bottom of the third, and now it's Travis d'Arnaud at the plate.
Leading up for the Braves, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
And a pitch. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Kane makes the grab. One pitch and one out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie.
So the batting order turns over. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. This guy has turned into a beast. Lifted in the air, right center field. Nice grab on the run. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Joe Rios next up for the Braves. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And now the 0-1. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Braves are set down 1-2-3. And welcome back. Start of the fourth. Now it's Lorenzo Cain.
leading off from Milwaukee, the center fielder.
Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Olsen settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Christian Yelich leaves the yard. And they cut into the lead. It's 2-1. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
The 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Rios makes the grab. And there are two down. Omar Narvaez at the plate.
Omar Narvaez.
That one's in there, 0-1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Bottom of the fourth. Here's Acuna now.
Leading up for the Braves, the right fielder, Ronald Acuna.
And that one in the air center field. Kane makes the grab. One pitch and one out.
Now batting.
And
first
now it's
baseman,
Matt Olson's turn to hit.
Matt Olson.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. And the right-hander deals. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Matt Olson goes deep. His 42nd home run of the season. It's 3-1.
Off the bat, it looked like it had plenty of distance, but there was just no telling if it was going to stay fair. I mean, he really hooked that thing down the right field line, but good thing that big pole was there to let us know. It could have very easily just been a long strike if he hit it out front any more than he did.
Riley.
In time to Arroyo, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting.
So here's the Braves designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Ozuna.
And first offering is fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Bounced up the middle. Nice grab. The throw, and that's a nice play to end the inning. One more for Atlanta on the homer. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Luis Urias.
Luis Urias.
That's a strike.
0-1.
Kicks and deals. Strike 2.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's one away. Next for Milwaukee, Andrew McCutchen. Flied out his first time.
Andrew McCutchen.
And that's in there for strike 1. The wind of the pitch. Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. Andrew McCutchen blasts one out. His second of the year, and they're chipping away. It's 3-2.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Next for the Brewers, Tyrone Taylor.
Now batting, right fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
And fouled off.
Nope.
Next offering misses, and the count even 1-1. Good eye right there.
I got the count. 2-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
This to center field. And that'll do it. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
For the Braves, the left fielder, Eddie
Here comes a pitch.
Rosario.
There's a swing and a drive. Up against the wall and makes the catch.
The batter, number 7, shortstop,
Dansby Swanson next up for the Braves. 0 for 1 so far. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle.
Now
That's
batting,
about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
That one blasted deep to right, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tagging for third.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
Center fielder, Joe.
And next for Atlanta, Joe Rios. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Turned on, but foul wide of third.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one back there. Can't get there. Base hit. Travis d'Arnaud coming around third. The relay throw. Save.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr.
The right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. The 2-run shot, his 33rd homer of the year. It's 7-2.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. That does it for Freddie Peralta. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Alec Bettinger takes over on the mound. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
So at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and we need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
And a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And that's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. First and second, 2 down. And next is the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. He's already homered here in this one.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Yelich makes the catch, and that'll do it. 9. Back here in Atlanta, top of the 6th inning.
Leading off for Milwaukee, the second baseman, Colton.
The The right-hander back to work.
Nope.
And there's a ball.
Counts 1-0.
There's a strike.
1-1.
Misses inside.
inside.
2-1. Righty delivers. That's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock. Lorenzo Cain getting ready to hit. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And Acuna able to make the grab. And there's one down. Here's Yelich at the dish. First pitch, and he just misses. And it's strike two.
I got the count 1-2.
Wong, the base runner at first with one out.
That's a ball.
Next pitch misses. 2-2. And that one pulled foul. Kicks and fires. And a good eye there. And a payoff pitch. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And gone! Christian Yelich blasts one the other way. His second home run of the game, and they slice into the lead. It's 7-4. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
That's an incredible job of letting that breaking ball get deep, trusting your hands and driving it out the other way. That's how you practice it in the cage. Incredible when you can translate it into the ball game.
Time called as the pitching coach makes a visit to the mound. One reliever still getting loose out the pen. Adames in the box now. No balls and a strike. Hit hard. That gets through.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Against good pitchers, you got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Next to hit, Omar Narvaez. Righty to the plate. And a foul ball. The punch out there. So he's gotten deep into this game. And at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue.
Third baseman, Luis Urias.
Man at first, Luis Urias up now for the Brewers. In there, and it's 0-1. To the right side, and foul ball. And he deals. Swings and misses, and that will end the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now 7-4. Well, we go bottom six. Here's the left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
Leading up for the Braves, the left fielder, Eddie
Bettinger back to work.
Rosario.
Well struck right field. And that one is off the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Dansby Swanson stands in.
Shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, the catcher,
Travis d'Arnaud digs in now. In the air out towards right center. Cain on his way over. Brings it in with a nice running grab. Runner tags at second. Oh, the throw is wild. Now it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies.
Right side. Wong to first. That ends the frame. Braves.
Leading off for Milwaukee.
And here it comes.
Andrew McCutchen.
McCutchen in the box again. Takes the strike. 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one missed. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Out to center. Rios under it. Makes the grab, 1 away. Digging in, Tyrone Taylor. Orlando Arcia comes on defensively now. He takes over as the new second baseman. Also into the ball game, Adam Duvall. He'll be out in left field.
Number 11, Orlando Arcia.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Now playing left field, number 14, Adam Duvall.
Called strike right there. Stays alive. And down on strikes. 2 away. Christian Arroyo, the next to hit. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Cy Young gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Well, here's Darren O'Day to take over for the Braves. Right-hander who throws from the side, really almost down under. Trying to protect this lead. On the ground. Throw on to Olsen. That's out number 3. Brewers go down quietly, and they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. Back at Truist Park, set for the last half of the 7th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Joe Rios.
The center fielder.
And the pitch.
Joe Rios.
Ripped to right, base hit.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious.
Now this one is smoked down the left field line. On its way, if it's fair, out of here. They're going crazy in the dugout. His 34th of the season. And they add a couple more. It's 9-4. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, dude. Aggressive, and it paid off. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
That one drilled left field. He can't get there. That should be extra bases. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Aaron Ashby. He'll try to strand the runner at second. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Makes the catch for the out. Now it's going to be Michael
The
Harris.
designated hitter, Michael Harris.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. 2 down.
Up next for it,
Adam Duvall at the plate.
the left fielder, Adam Duvall.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Here comes Olsen around third. He will score. It's 10-4. Juan, relay to third. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score.
Well done. Drives in the run. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit.
Now batting, the shortstop, Dansby.
Lined into left center. Base hit. In comes the runner from third, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Kane makes the catch, and that'll do it. It's the Braves 11 and the Brewers 4.
Leading off for the Brewers, the second baseman, Colton.
And a pitch. Down the line towards the corner. Duvall on the move. Makes the grab on the run. One up, one down. Up now for Milwaukee, Lorenzo Cain. That one ripped. Back there. He can't get there. It's a base hit. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Now it's Christian Yelich. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
In the air, left field. And it jumps the wall in foul territory for an automatic double. A run comes in on the play.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
Willie Adames stands in, and he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Pulls it in on the warning track. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Was able to move the runner up to third on that deep fly to center, but I think this point, he wants to get him over and get him in.
Narvaez at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So they back here at the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Orlando Arcia.
Leading up for the Braves, the second baseman, Orlando.
And a pitch.
Arcia.
Liner, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
So man aboard, and now the center fielder, Joe Rios, looking to complete the cycle with a double. Now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. An absolute blast to left. His 61st home run of the season. And they add a pair. It's 13-5. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Brent Suter. He's into the game with the bases empty. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in, holds him at first, so just a single. And at first, here is Matt Olson.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Crushed to right, and that one's going to leave the park. Out of here, home run. A towering home run, and they add to the lead. It's 15-5. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boo. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there.
Ball, this one high and deep, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Definitely didn't get all of that one, but man, the wind almost pushed it over the fence and left.
Now batting.
So now here's the DH, Michael Harris. And first offering is fouled off. Still only one out here in the inning. This one in the air, center field. Pulls it down, and there's two gone. Two outs, base is empty. Adam Duvall next up for the Braves. Hit hard on the ground to short. Into the outfield, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Dansby Swanson next up for the Braves. Ripped on a line. Tracks it down for the out. And that is the third out of the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. And welcome back. All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the third baseman, Luis Urias. William Contreras, the new catcher now.
Your attention,
0-1.
0-1.
A defensive change for the Braves. Now
right-hander kicks, deals.
Number 24.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Rios settles underneath it, makes the grab, and a quick out, number one.
Now batting.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen. Time called as the pitching coach makes a visit to the mound. One reliever still getting loose out in the pen. At the bullpen is Will Smith. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one back there, it bangs off the wall. The throw in, and he's at third with one away. That's a triple.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Showed off some really nice oppo pop with that swing and just couldn't get it over the fence, but I absolutely love everything about that approach and the mechanics right there.
Tyrone Taylor now at the plate. That one ripped left field. And out of here. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year. It's 15-7. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dip.
Next for Milwaukee, Christian Arroyo.
Now batting.
Line drive.
Christian Arroyo.
Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Round second, digging for third. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him. So that one has to feel good. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
The next offering misses, and it's a ball and a strike. The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Next offering is fouled back.
Starting to get some pretty good timing on that breaking ball, but he's going to have to stay ready for a fastball. Don't want to watch one go right by you.
And now Lorenzo Cain.
The center fielder. Lorenzo.
That one's in there, 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves slug their way to a win in this one.
Another day, another win. I really think these guys have forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
15-7 at the end of this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon.